Come on, Rich, sort it out, mate. We're waiting, it's cold, it's snowing. It's snowing, people. Actual real life snow, look.
You catch one.
Come on, Rich.
Right. If you only had one day left on Earth to
Yeah.
go fishing, where would you go? Who with and what for?
Ooh.
Don't me to
Go
go.
on, you go first.
I would definitely 100% go on the River Dane with Daddy May at Cotton Farm, stick float with maggots, sort of like, not this time, it's too cold, but like sort of coming into autumn to winter. And that'd be me. We'd catch graylings and chubs and maybe odd barbel, brown trout. It'd just be phenomenal. That for me would be perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Day.
Mate, 100%.
I'd have similar to that. I'd go, if I could, he's not here no more, but I'd have gone with my granddad.
Oh, mate.
I'd rather take my granddad to, like, them little ponds that we've just seen.
Like the little crucian
Like
ponds.
where you grew up, catching crucians and gudgeon. I used to love catching gudgeon.
Yeah.
Now you go mental if you catch one. But I miss fishing.
Yeah,
I'd go with my
proper
granddad
fishing.
and not have a clue what I'm doing and just fish, and that's what
That's
I
it.
want to
My dad used to like get a section of a rod out, tie a bit of line to it. He'd make me catch like gudgeon and like little minnows and all that. Where he'd be like fishing proper for these chub, and it just brings back so many memories,
do.
doesn't it, mate?
That is proper enjoyable fishing.
Oh, go ahead, mate. Sweet, sweet. Come on, Rich, sort it out, mate. What, another one? Fire him at will.
If there was one piece of tackle or bait that's been discontinued that you could bring back, what would it be?
Oh, I like that one.
That's been discontinued.
Should have told us these.
Right. Yeah. I've got mine.
Go on.
Well, it's not really been discontinued. You just
think.
don't see many of them anymore. And that's swing tip fishing.
Oh, I
Proper like old school, like swing tip fishing. When he used to go with Daddy May again on Sheikh Lemire and Rudyard, he'd be like chucking these feeders in. He's like, Rod'd be down here, and like you just get these lovely like bream bites. It's just like proper. I know they haven't discontinued, but it's very rare that you'd see him, and it's just like proper. You know what I mean? But there's loads of stuff like that. It's like proper sort of slider fishing as well. They don't really do that anymore. No. It's just like going back to old school, isn't it?
I don't think there's many items of kit that this that you'd miss because everything's
improved. You can get everything, yeah.
Do you know what I miss using? Weird, and it was watching Kim Milson's video when I was a kid. He used to have a hanging pole pot, and it used to hang and have a hook on.
Oh, right.
And you drop it, and the hook would release, and the pot.
Yes.
You used to play with that. I miss using them. I want one of them.
Mate.
I'm going to design one.
Just do it, mate. Everyone
hanging
be on
pole pot. I missed it. I loved that when I was a kid.
Mate, I love it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Kind of in two parts. How do you think how would you go about promoting fishing to more children, and do you think there's being enough done currently?
To be fair, I think with how it's going, with all the access that there is on social media, YouTube and that, I don't think there's ever been a bigger chance to get kids into fishing.
It's getting a lot better at the minute, isn't it?
Definitely
in the northwest.
Absolutely. I mean, it's when I go do a lot of my coaching at Cudmore, there's a lad there. It's in the curriculum. It's actually on the curriculum in sort of like some schools there, and you see him out every day with his kids.
Indoor place you go?
Oh, Cass Northwest. That's a fantastic project what they're doing there as well. In fact, we've got to do one of these there.
We're going to go play. We're coming out the kids out there ourselves.
And that's things like that is fantastic. But as I said, from a fishing perspective, I don't think there's been a better chance.
No,
they can just sort of like.
It's more I think commercials have really helped with their accessibility as well.
Definitely.
With how convenient there's places like Partridge that are so clean and neat, and you can park by your peg, and it's safe for the kids.
Facilities as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Obviously, you're getting girls and ladies into it with the toilets and what have you. It's little things like that. Tackle shops on site. You don't need to travel. You know what I mean? Everything's there for you. Yes. And like parking right behind your peg. I know I brought my trolley because I'm miles away. You know what I mean? But it's little things like that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's been as accessible.
No,
I really don't.
It's getting good.
Definitely.
When you're plumbing up.
I'll do this.
What?
One.
No, what?
I'll do this one.
Obviously, you, Jay.
When you're plumbing up, how do you know when to stay on the deck or laying on?
I'd go. It depends how windy it is. Yeah, in nice conditions when it's not moving or towing too much. It's a commercial fishing I'm on about because obviously there's a massive. We could write a book on this, really, couldn't we?
I don't know what you're on about now.
For a commercial fishery, I tend to always plumb up to the middle of my body and my float in nice conditions if it's fairly flat and not too windy. And the windier it is and the more it's towing, the more I'll lay on the bottom, the more line, just to try and create that curve, because the greater the curve in your rig when it's moving along, the more stable it potentially is. Yeah, doesn't happen with shallow rigs, shallow rigs just do that. But yeah, it tends to be the worse the conditions, the more it's towing or the windier it is, the more line you'll have to lay on. Yeah, within reason. It'll get to a stage when you simply can't hold it.
Just chuck a ledger bomb out and wait for it to go round. But yeah, this is the beauty of fishing. Everyone's different. When I'm plumbing up for sort of like roach or F1s and that, there's no one better at F1s at him, but all right, let's just call it roach then. Basically, the bottom of the bristle, so like Jay will go to like halfway down the body, the bottom of the bristle, that's how I'll plumb up to. Now bearing in mind, I'm going to dot my bristle right down to maybe sort of 2 or 3 mil with it using a little bit of grease. So you'd be slightly over depth. But what I want to make sure, which is the most important thing to me, is at that distance that I'm just on the slope. So like when you're flicking your rig out, it's going to come back nice and natural to it.
Well, you said you're over depth though, I don't think you are. Because although you've got...
I'm plumbing up, Jim, plumbing up, man.
Your bristle's 2 inches.
Bristle, not a Brussels. Come on,
and it's really
out.
tight, your line.
Yeah.
Your rig is never ever dead straight in the water. It's always slightly... Always. Yeah, if you were to plumb up to just dotted, so you've got...
Don't spoil it for me in my head. I know what's going on in the water, Jay. Don't ruin it for me, mate.
I think you're
going to do my head in.
The bare minimum you need to plumb up is the bottom of your bristle.
See, for when I'm fishing like more over depth, I'll plumb up, you'll fish. You'll plumb. Yeah, that's for me, that's fishing over depth. Sort of like bottom of the body or halfway along the body.
Yeah.
Don't look at me like that, Jay. See what I mean? Everyone's different. That's probably why I don't catch now and Jay catches if you... What do you reckon, Rich? Come on, give us your thoughts. All right, we're having enough.
Jamie says.
Everyone does what he says. Just listen to him. See you later.
Come on, next one.
This one's probably more for you.
For me?
Yeah.
Go on. Food.
When you've made the wrong decision during a match by putting too much bait in your bag,
I can proper go off people, Rich.
and it starts to go iffy, but you've already gone to you've gone to the limit of your peg, so you can't go further.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Barston's coming to mind here, Rich, with his corn onslaught down the edge. Matty
Right,
got
so
wet you through that much in. Go on.
There was this like one match we had last year, the final, wasn't it, for Catchmore Media, wasn't it?
Yes.
And I got a little bit giddy and just like put quite a few tins of corn and then a few bags of pellets and a bit of ground bait because somebody happened to mention.
Where did you feed it?
Right. I fed it down the edge. I thought, oh yeah, I'll feed it about three metres out. I thought I'll have a nice depth there. I'll have like 18 inches to 2 foot. So like halfway into the match, I've seen this like duck waddling up and he sort of like put his beak down. It was only about that deep. Oh no, but I've like put all my eggs in one basket. But coming back to the question, personally I'd pack up and go to the pub. No, it's one of them. If you put the bait in, you can always start new lines with like different baits. I mean, I've done it before where saying I've fed like casters or maggots and then I've gone to feed in another bait like balls of Michaels or something. There's always something you can do in fishing, especially if it's sort of like summertime.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters. I think there's that many small fish in that they're going to nail sort of like the natural baits anyway. So personally, I don't think it matters, but
I think
he's going to probably say something different.
It's good to risk it on one area of your peg.
You've got to, if you've gone so far into a match, like all session, and it's not happening,
really
then
push
just try something different. I mean, how often has it worked? Trying something different, because everyone's fishing the norm, everyone's doing the same thing. As soon as you like go into a venue and try something different, more often that works.
It can make a difference. Yeah, really. I think we've got too much
sound
into.
Like I know what I'm talking about.
Too much into the negative way, haven't we? In a lot of places.
Definitely.
Now and again, you have got to just try it anyway.
You've got to. I mean, I love feeding bait. There's nothing better for me than like proper ramming it in somewhere and waiting for him to turn up. But it's not all. It doesn't always work. I mean, well, you've seen the results. It doesn't work. But no, joking apart, when they do come onto it, you put all that initial feed in. You've got them fish there, and it's fantastic. You can proper like winkle them out.
Can't it be brilliant?
Rather than putting them in with little pots like that. Oh, to put me over it. Go on, Rich.
What's your thoughts on fluorocarbon line as a hook length? And if you think it's a benefit, have you got any tips on tying it because it keeps coming out curly?
Right, so I've fished with fluorocarbon quite a bit. I used to be sponsored by a line company, Ultima, years and years ago. I don't know loads about that. I don't know loads about fishing, to be fair, but fluorocarbon, I think it definitely makes a difference when feeder fishing. It doesn't twizzle up as much, and it holds a lot stiffer, and it sinks a lot quicker as well. As regards to sort of like tying it, if it's too early, just take your time. Make sure it's well, moistened. Put loads of water on it, and this, that, and the other. But I've never had any trouble with tying it in knots. Have you used fluorocarbon?
I tend to. I had one little dabble with it. And I find that with me being pretty much commercial based, other than possibly some ledgering applications,
definitely,
I don't see any point in the. For me, there's no need for it. I think
it makes a difference for feeder fishing, like proper natural feeder fishing. But where people say like, I need to get onto fluorocarbon to get bites because it's invisible in water. Well, if that was the case, then you just fish all 20 everywhere. You not think?
Yeah.
If you couldn't see it, you just fish all 20 everywhere rather than doing like 09 and 010.
Yeah,
I don't think it makes a difference.
It's the way it behaves that makes it
definitely
useful. Either being stiffer in the thicker
it's a lot
strands,
stiffer.
yeah, or being more supple in the. No, it stays stiffer in everything than
Yeah,
a
it
mono,
does.
doesn't
It doesn't twist up as much when
But
you're doing
I find that it's not as strong though either. That's why I went off it, because I
Right,
used
yeah.
a fluorocarbon in say an 08 was only as strong as a mono in.
08?
Sorry, a
What's
fluorocarbon in 010 was only as strong as a mono in an 08. So I was losing the strength
Yeah.
when I dropped down as to what I could use in the mono. So for commercial, I can't see the point. No. Just put line on.
Just use
Maxima.
proper line.
Big heavy stuff.
Maxima. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Now
mate.
you're talking, Jay. Come on. Boost.
Why is orange jam called marmalade?
I saw that question. It should be though, shouldn't? That's going to mess you up. That.
Orange jam. Come on. Yeah. I don't know. Lime marmalade's nice. So going off the subject. What about Marmite? You like Marmite?
Yeah, I'm in the yeah.
I like
I'm
a
in
bit
the
of
yeah.
Marmite. What about you, Rich?
I don't hate it.
Why isn't it called? It should be though, shouldn't it?
What? Orange jam? I don't know.
No,
What
but
is
then
a
you could
marmalade?
say,
Look it
why
up on
isn't
your,
strawberry jam called jambalade? No, or strawberlade? No, because it's not. I don't know.
What are you on about, Jay?
Don't know.
Look it up on your Tinterweb, Rich. Look it up later. We'll come back to you.
Siri will know.
When fishing for F1s,
Go ahead.
winter, how do you decide what's the correct depth?
You don't. They do. The horrible
let the
little
fish tell
things.
you.
Yeah. Just have as many as whatever depths you've got in your peg. Say foot intervals.
I would say
Depending
so,
what you've
yeah.
got.
On the slopes, innit?
Yeah, they'll be in one of it. But there's a few things that can help you along. It's either I go with air pressure on the day is massive for F1s, huge. It's the
Do you
higher
read
the
a lot
pressure.
into that, you, Jay?
I do these days, yeah. Massive,
Right,
depending on
okay.
your venue, depending on
Right.
how deep the venue is, how the variations in depth. But yeah, as a rule, the higher the air pressure in both summer and winter, higher the fish are.
So, like, right, let's go to on your typical snake lake. What I tend to do for F1s, or well, for any fish really, it's depth for me. So for like winter time now, it's 3 to 4 foot. I want to be on 3 to 4 foot on a slope, and the deepest bit of water down the
That'll
middle.
be your shallowest line.
Yeah, I
wouldn't
wouldn't go
it?
any shallower than that.
Yeah, I think that's water clarity more than anything.
You think?
Yeah, in the winter, yeah. Because
Jay,
they'll still be over there.
I'm not going to argue with you, mate.
Yeah, I think they're still in there, but you can't catch them.
Right.
If you go right to the back,
Because they're just like too
they're
skittish.
very, very spooky because you can see what's going on.
Yeah.
Whereas they want to be there, they won't feed there.
Right, okay.
I
So
mean,
that's
on
that
certain
explains
days.
why you get loads of fire lookers and everything, then, wouldn't it? Because they want to be.
Definitely, yeah.
Right, okay.
But yeah, it's the basic answer is you need to have everything covered because every day's different because F1s are the moodiest fish in the world.
So do I need to get myself more than 2 top kits, then, Jay?
Yes, you need. Yes.
Right, okay. That's that one going wrong.
Yes.
What about black eye, Joe? Bit strong.
Bit too heavy.
Similar sort of thing. At what time of the year do you start considering fishing shallow for F1?
Now,
Yeah,
just do
anytime.
it. Just get on it. Straight on it. Little bit of line, BB. Oof, come on, feed.
But it is. It's any time in it. If they're
Can be.
feeding, they
It's,
feed
it's
off
not
depth.
like it's not like species specific. You like that?
Love that. Big red.
If it's eyed, roach, chub in the water, you'll catch them all the way through. Even like
Yeah.
when it's proper cold, you'll catch them shallow. If they want to be shallow, they'll come shallow.
Yeah, I think it's a competition, isn't it? If they're
definitely.
feeding and there's enough in your peg,
Yeah.
you could catch shallow through the ice. If there's enough
100%.
fish feeding,
Definitely.
it all depends what mood they're in.
Yeah, it's more to do with like rigs and what depth they're at first, and then drawing them. But yeah, just expect to catch shallow any time of year, basically.
Yeah,
Can do.
You
if
can
there's
have an
enough
odd day in the
venue.
winter, but as a rule,
Summer.
April onwards.
April onwards, I'd say, yeah. When you get that like first spell, you sort of like see them big uns coming up cruising and everything, don't you? Then
Yeah.
you get like your mugging rig out, don't you? And do that bit of herring in. Oof. But yeah, generally when it starts getting a bit warmer, water temperature sort of 10 degrees plus, I'd say.
Yeah, that's consistent shallow fishing time. Like that.
That's about it.
Is that it?
Anything else you want to say?
No, that was lovely. That's
No,
nice.
I think we need to wrap this up because it's getting a bit cold.
Come on, you do your
We need
blog.
to press the magic button.
Are you pressing it? I'm saving mine yet.
Come on, come on. Oh, he's on. Getting it, Rich.
You going with red one?
I'm on red,
You
mate.
gone straight. Yeah, we
I'm
only
on
we
max.
need 2 hours.
Oh, it's so warm. Even like literally, I've done like 10
like you've
seconds.
done a wee,
on.
innit?
It's amazing.